There are lots of problems in the film industry, and the one that I see a lot of people butting into in various different forms, right? Because people approach this and feel the pain of it from a number of different angles. The one that I see most people struggling with is the fact that marketing has fundamentally changed. And it used to be the case, right, in the 80s and the 90s, that if you had some, major publications talk about your work and you got your trailer onto some big channel in the States and you put an advert in the paper next to the Cinema Times, you'd hit like 50 to 60% of your addressable audience just with those pieces alone. And while that was expensive and there was a barrier to entry because of that, it wasn't complicated. But the problem is our attention has been grabbed by these devices in our hands and it's been splintered. Like the algorithm that my wife watches on TikTok and Instagram is completely different to the one that I watch. Like totally different. We could go for days and not see the same video. And that presents a real problem to marketers because you have to get into lots of people's feeds. And to do that, you've got to produce a ton of content, loads and loads of content. And that in itself has cost implications. It's not just the trailer anymore. It's a load of other things. And there are types of films that don't suffer this problem, right? If you're spending more than $50 million on your marketing campaign, then you're probably spending enough to basically get the most of your audience, right? Which is why we see a ton of those movies still being made. But if you're making an indie $2 million art house film, like the way that you market that has completely changed. You could actually spend $2 million and probably see a return on your money in the 90s, but you can't do that now. Like the cost to market that film is so insanely high now because of these changes that you can't do it. And there's not really a solution to all of this. There's some things that you can work on. You can grow an audience as a creator. You can, as a filmmaker, bring people along for the journey. But it's that thing, that problem. If you can solve that as a filmmaker, that's going to make your career over the next 10 years. In the same way that, when Steven Spielberg was coming up, just making a film, getting from end to end, making the film and it being good was the barrier to entry.